I've always known what I wanted to do. There's never been a question. And I wanted to be in a band, wanted to be a professional musician, absolutely. Tour, record labels, the whole 9 yards. And as before I did it. I was in 7th grade. I was 12 years old, and I was on a summer break in school, and we were having a festival here in town, and I just happened to be riding by on my bike, and I noticed all these guys in these big trucks, and they're unloading these big, road cases and speakers and lights and all that, and I thought, wow, how cool is that? What are these guys doing, So I hung out for the day. That's kind of where it started for me. I just wanted to be around entertainment. I just felt that I had something to contribute to that. My first band I put together when I was in 6th grade, and we were called Prison Guard. And we were pretty pathetic. We were just a bunch of kids trying to just make noise, I guess. And we put on a couple of air guitar shows, and different renditions of that throughout the years. But I think it was when I was 15, it was the fall of 1987, I decided to learn guitar. So I sat down and basically locked myself in a room for like a month. And I'm like, I just learned some basic chords and learned some, like AC/DC or something like that. And then I'm like, a month later, I came out of the cave, and I'm like, who wants to be in a band? Let's do this, I'm like, you look like a drummer. You should play drums, and stuff like that. So got together with a group of guys, and we formed a band called Cryptic Death. Believe it or not, we were a heavy metal group, and we played some shows around Watertown here, and then, graduated high school, and we all kind of went our own ways, but we were kind of a popular band in high school, I think. And we just wanted to share. We wanted to play. It was just a lot of fun. I mean, it was kind of like our pathetic versions of being rock stars. When I graduated, I wanted to really just focus on getting better at what I was doing. And one of the ways that I thought about getting better as a musician was learning the other side of the industry. Instead of walking in a room and paying a guy, thousands of dollars and say, hey, make me sound good, I could be the guy to have suggestions, knowledgeable suggestions, be able to talk and walk the walk. So then I decided to go to Full Sail University down in Orlando, Florida, where I was able to get an actual degree in audio engineering. I took that degree and I tried to get a job in a bunch of production companies, and nobody was interested in that. They wanted to just give me unpaid internships. And I knew that was an industry standard at the time. I think it's still practiced today a lot, but it's not something I was favorable for. I think my time's worth more than that. So I fished around a bunch of places and finally settled in at a place in San Francisco called Production Logic, which is still around today. They're a live sound company. And so I landed a job with them and worked with them for about 2.5 years and was in a band at the same time. The first real band I think I was in after high school was a band called Funeral, and we were together for a couple of years, and that was like 1995, 96 time. And that was during the time that I was working at Production Logic. And we actually got signed and got pretty popular in that genre of music. It's a different world, I think, than people think it is. I grew up in the MTV stage where everybody's like, touring's a bunch of partying, and touring's, it's just about having fun and that, and it's really not. It's a lot of hard work. I mean, unless you're the elite of the elite, you're driving your own bus, you're setting up your own guitar rig, you have roadies, but it's minimal stuff. It's a lot of hard work. you're playing every night, because every night you're not playing, you're not making money. So you pack in the shows and you pack in the cities, and you definitely get to travel. There is a point, I think, that we all have where you realize that you're not happy. And that could be touring, it's just in any relationship that you create, whether it be as a band or as in a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever the case may be, you have to compromise to have those relationships. And I think for me, I had figured I compromised too much for too long, and had gotten away from that whole idea of, well, we're gonna do what we want, we don't care what other people think, becoming too much of, okay, fine, you can just walk all over me and I'll do whatever you want because, I want to succeed. And it's just becomes a point where you're not true to yourself, I think, and you're going against your own principles. What my life boils down to right now is that I'm basically living low, and I'm not in the public eye, and I am playing music, and I'm in a garage band finally. Kind of skipped over that. In high school I went from being in this little band all of a sudden to not. So basically I'm doing things in reverse now. I'm going backwards, and I'm in a garage band, and I'm so happy because there's no record label, there's no pressure to do this, there's no shows, and nobody cares, and nobody knows who we are, and wow, it's nice.